Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. As you can see, we have moved into December 1, and what does that mean? That means we probably got quite a bit of bits and bats to do today. Right, I am just going to give you all a little bit of a pre-warning that my driving today might be worse than ever before. I have a new steering wheel, and well, to be quite honest with you, it's not 100% set up. Now, the reason why it's not 100% set up is because it doesn't just automatically add all the keys like what the G923 was. And not only that, is it... How can I put it? The button layout is in a different place, and I do keep pressing the wrong button. I have tried, like, in my little test world to just, like, kind of get used to it quite a bit more and things like that, just to try and... deal with it kind of thing. But yeah, there is the occasion where I do press the wrong button. I'm kind of just automatically going for the layout of the old Logitech wheel. That's all it is basically. So yeah, it's just kind of getting used to the layout of the new buttons basically, and I am trying. I'm trying to do it quickly. Yes, I did spend a bit of time yesterday while feeling completely and utterly dreadful, by the way, guys. I don't know if it comes across on the microphone. There might be some quiet patches, guys. I am absolutely full of cold. And to be quite honest with you, I think I'm going down the line of a chest infection. Because yesterday it was so difficult to breathe yesterday. It was like someone was just sat on my chest. But if you're wondering why I'm still making a video, I am going to try and still make videos to the best as I can. If I don't make a video, you can just presume I got a little bit worse. But I'm already up. I kind of just trying to play some games basically. Make myself feel a little bit better. Kind of just, I'm doing it more just to take my mind off it. If anything else, and it does help sometimes. It does help. Yeah, the steering wheel is like, the self-centering is not quite as strong as the Logitech one is. I do have to open the software though before I open the game, otherwise it doesn't have any at all. But yeah, it's just a case of getting used to it really. Now we've got quite a bit to do today, guys. We've got to deliver all this. We've got to finish off the straw pool. I'm gonna have to move some wool. Guys, we've already got £53,000 in the bank. That'll probably be from excess animals. I can't remember what it was before. Yeah, like even like my seating position at the moment, I'm sat in a completely different position. Like this steering wheel like kind of comes out further from the desk. The reason I've got it is I'm gonna go down and get a little sim rig. But when I can, I like this month I've got a wheel. You know what I mean? In a month or so I'll get the frame. But I will go back to using the G923 for farming because I can't record a farm sim video sat in a sim rig. So that's kind of where I am at the moment. I kind of just have we got anything else spawned here today? Nope, nothing else has spawned. Right. Also, I never left foot brake with my Logitech wheel ever, and yeah, this is fun. Why won't is buffalo milk full? I was trying to figure out why buffalo milk's not emptying, but I'm gonna presume the buffalo milk is full again. It is. Right, so we do have a little bit of buffalo milk we need to go and sell. We don't have a choice. 822 litres of buffalo milk. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I say it's not good. It just means we've got to sell it. You know, I do kind of wish the dairy was, considering it's like a custom mod, I do find the dairy products suck because, well, to be quite honest with you, it does. You can produce more milk than you can dairy use. I kind of don't get it. Now we do have a lot of product we need to sell today, guys. I do have a worker going over here. But yeah, the sugar, I don't think the sugar is the best price to sell, but I tell you one thing we do have, and that is the problem of the amount of sugar we're going to have. The new sugar mill is absolutely flying through the sugar beet. I don't think it's going to take long at all to get through it, but that's a good thing. But it is a default mod, so it's not like we've created like an OP mod. It is a default one. I am snivelling mess at the moment, guys. Yeah. Somewhere around here. Can't remember exactly where it was. Yeah, it'll be nice to get this figured out at some point. This sell anything point is very. I'm gonna presume that, yeah, I knew it was gonna do that. It's just moved to a different bloody tank. If I drop that, have I still got the buffalo milk? I have. That's gonna make life a bit easier. If I put the buffalo milk into this one here, now we do still technically have milk on the farm, by the way, guys. I do just want to point that out. We have still got some milk. It's not a lot of milk, but there is some milk still on the farm. We couldn't put it all in. There we go. We'll get rid of that. That will boost the money up. Wow, that is £5,500 for less than 1,000 litres. That is crazy. Yeah, so like I say, it's taking a little bit of getting used to this wheel. It's definitely getting a little bit of getting used to on the like the brake pedal location. Now it is technically adjustable, but I am thinking about adjusting it for farm sim. I'm not going to really be playing any racing games with it for now. I'm more just getting used to it. But yeah, I've got a Moser wheel. To be quite honest with you guys, when it's like got that feedback and stuff, it feels lovely. I can't wait to play a racing game. The only racing game I've got is like a Formula 1 game, like many years ago. But yeah, I'm just talking in general, guys. If I'm not talking, I just start to feel dreadful. I might just waffle on for like the next 20 minutes. Even if I go into a time lapse, I'm probably going to be talking to myself. I find that if I don't talk and then I start talking again, my throat's like really scratchy and horrible. But if I can kind of just keep babbling on a little bit, it's kind of not as bad. Sorry, I was not looking at the wheel. Was not looking at the screen then. Yeah, I've just got to get used to where the button layout is. It's completely different. Like we had an LSB and an RSB button on the Logitech. I don't have any of that. Obviously on this wheel I've got a box button and a pit button, a P button. You know, I've just got buttons in different places. Like I used to have to press like LSB and Y, for example, to unload. Now it's hang on. Now it's N and Y. Yeah, it's really strict. Like I said, it's just a case of getting used to it. Oh, done it again. There we go. That should drop off there. Should be able to put that there. Milk, yeah, we've got over 1,000 litres of milk already. That worker's doing that one really well. So I think it's just time to do a little bit of really. So let me just do that. But yeah, so that works actually there. Lovely. I've got no idea, by the way, where where the straw is. I'm kind of winging this. No lie. Oh, but yeah, I'm a snivelling mess at the moment, guys. Absolutely terrible. Andy. Yeah, the wife gave me it. Yeah, you know what? It's terrible. She had it last week, about 3 days. Honestly, today's like my 3rd day, and I just feel like death, to be honest. Alright, I don't exactly feel like death, but you know, you get the idea. Man flu. Yeah, little quiet patches like that for a quick second, guys. Like I said, I'm just trying to have a clear out of the sinuses, just to, you know, be able to breathe. It would have been better not to have recorded today, but like I say, playing games takes my mind off it. Even though I know I'm well, it's just, yeah. And it doesn't help that I am like the worst person in the world to be poorly. I hate being poorly. There is nothing worse than being full of cold. It's like when you're too hot. Yeah, do you know what? It's exactly like being too hot. There's nothing you can do about it. You just, you know, like if you get too hot, like in a heat wave, like we've been doing and we've been suffering, you've been, you know, it's like, you know, there's not really much you can do about it. You just have to sit there and kind of suffer a little bit, you know, sit in front of a fan, which, let's be honest, only blows warm air in your face. But it's the same with having a cold. There's just nothing you can do. Like, I've had cold and flu for the last day, and it does nothing, which doesn't surprise me. Kind of more me. But, you know what I mean? Just nothing is making me feel better. Bad nicks on my chest, breathing. It makes no difference at all. I'm just suffering, and the problem is, I can't even say I'm suffering in silence because I'm telling you guys all about it. And my wife will 100% tell you I am not suffering in silence. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get this into a little bit of a time lapse, I think. Yeah. And I'm going to try and get this field completed. There we go, guys. One little bit left to do. Well, there's a little bit of a splash on the other side, but yeah, that is pretty much still done. Yeah, we're not really in a rush to move the bales, to be quite honest. We can move them in the next episode. I kind of want to get on with like a bit of slurry, you know, just something we don't tend to do very often. Just helps build up the levels of the field. But we've still got 2 fields we need to be slurrying anyway, so yeah. It's really weird when I've got to literally look at my steering wheel where the buttons are. I'll get, like I say, I'll get there with the automatic placements. It took me a while with the Logitech. And then I used the Logitech for years. We never did build that path either, did we? We meant to build like a little road coming down here, and yeah, we never did. We genuinely never did. Okay, I've just realised I've driven past my farm. I was going to the sugar mill. I was going to... Now it looks terrible. I've just driven over my field, but you know, there's not really much I can do about that. I kind of made a mistake. Right, let's just have a little look before we do some studying. How much is sugar worth? Because we're gonna have a lot of it, guys, and I mean we're gonna have a lot of it. We still got over 250,000. We've got 11,000. We've got nearly 12,000 in storage. Now I can tell you now that's 12,000 in storage. That doesn't include this lot, I don't think. But definitely not, because what's this? 4, 8, 12. That's 16. So that means we've got 25,000 litres of sugar. Wow. Wow, that is that's a lot. Right, sugar is on a downward spiral. The bakery though is still only, oh look at that, the bakery is only just a little bit less than best price. Like £7 a pallet less. We can take a £7 a pallet hit just to get rid of some of it. And we're going to the bakery, which is literally around the corner. I do need to, by the way, go back down to the dairy. We need to go to the dairy because one, we need to deliver some sugar just to drop off from the small production. I was just thinking of dropping off like 1,000 litres or something daft like that. Don't need loads, to be fair. And yes, before anybody says, guys, I do know I've still got that pile of sugar beet to move. Yeah, it's fine. Right, so that's the sugar I'm going to sell from that production. You got to remember, we make one sugar every video on that small production. We don't need one sugar from that small production every day, so that's why we're just going to sell a couple and keep one. As long as we've always got one, just to keep it topped up down at the dairy. Like I say, I think that is how we'll play it, to be honest. Right. We also have some other products. But I don't know if they're preserved beets in it, beetroot. Oh wow, they are basically almost best price as well. They're like £10 under best price. But that is not bad at all, guys. We can shift some of this today by the look of it. It is looking like a better idea to do that. I can't even get sugar in there today. I don't know why sometimes pallets don't fit in this trailer. It's like when you put pallets in and it tries to jump out. It's really weird. To be fair though, it is only just big enough for 2 pallets. We could do with, to be honest with you, we could do with an auto loading trailer, because this is just getting ridiculous now. There's a lot of sugar in here. Whoa. There we go. Beautiful. Try and get another one up there. We're gonna have to do this in a couple of trips, I think, guys. But yeah, as you can see, we just can't really keep up with this. I genuinely can't get over how many pallets we already have. It's ridiculous, but it's brilliant. Look at the money we're about to make. This is just trailer load number 1, guys. Let's just point that out. This is trailer load number 1. That's probably going to come up saying, you can't deliver this here. And it's like, I know, I didn't mean to. And we've just had another beetroot spawn as well. Wow. We are going to literally make some money. But like I say, guys, this year, you know, we want at least 2 more harvesters. Oh no, maybe at least 1 more harvester. You know, 1 more of the root harvester. I've just delivered that to the wrong place. I've just delivered that to the wrong place. How much did I just lose? How much did I just lose? I just delivered that to the wrong place. I just lost an extra £10 a pallet. Oh my god, really? I feel like we got less money actually. 1, 2, how many? I'd need to go back and look then. How many pallets did we have there? I feel like we got paid less than we should have done. We're getting paid nearly £1,000 a pallet. Oh, it's sneezing. Woo. Yeah, so like I say, guys, if I am a snithering mess at the moment, so you're just gonna have to forgive me. To be honest, if I feel like this tomorrow, I might skip a day. Like I say, it's not that I don't want to make a video. It's just wow. I can feel how warm I am. And I'm just sat in t-shirt and shorts at the moment, and I'm just sweating. I'm just burning up. It's, I got a sweat on. It's not a bad thing though, having a sweat on when you're under the weather. It can help clear out some toxins and stuff in your body, and can make you feel a bit better in the long run. You've just got to suffer a little bit to get rid of it. Yeah, I think if I feel this bad tomorrow, I don't think I'll do a video, but we'll see. I say that and then tomorrow will come and I'll wake up and be like, well, I want to do it to set my mind of it, because otherwise I'm only going to be sat either watching a couple of YouTube videos if I'm unwell, or to be honest, I'm just going to be sleeping my life away, and I don't like staying in bed. Plus, like I say, if it's a nice day, builders do show up, so roofers are expected in the next, to be honest, the roofers are due in the next 20 minutes. Yeah, we've had some massive downpours of rain this last week, guys. Massive heat wave. My roof, part of my roof comes off for new glass and stuff, and dormers and that, and yeah, just we've had the absolute utmost rain. We've had so much rain that the gutters couldn't go. Bear in mind, we've also got a hose pipe ban, but with the amount of rain we've had over the last couple of days, it wouldn't surprise me if the reservoirs were completely full. I know there won't be, I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me. Right, this one is a little bit tricky to get into, guys, but yeah, 12,000 litres, and we lost, yeah, we lost about £100 it must be there. Whatever it is, that's what it is. Yeah, we'll lose £1,000, won't we? We lose £10 a pack. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is what it is, to be quite honest. I'm not really... I think, to be honest, it's... money's just rolling in now. What are we? We've made nearly £30,000 already, and I haven't even finished selling the sugar yet. But I am thinking maybe going down the auto route trailer. That would save me having to use super strength, guys. It would look a little bit more realistic if we do that. But we've made basically 22. We've made about £24,000 just in sugar alone today, and we've got another pallet due to pop out in a couple of minutes, basically. Yeah, we're 120 litres from another pallet. Yeah. guys. Like I say, all I can do at the moment is apologise for being in a bit of a state illness wise. If you can hear me sniffing and stuff, I am trying to just persevere through this video. I was going to do more work in this video than I planned, or that I'm going to, but to be honest, I'm starting to feel even worse than I did when I started. So I'm going to get this sold, I'm going to get the beetroot sold, and that should kind of was a good spot to end, to be honest. Yeah, I was going to slurry and stuff and do other things, but I'm feeling more dreadful now than I was. The only downside, like, I've been up ages. I've been up a couple of hours, really, dealing with dog and stuff, and when I woke up this morning, I felt ill, but I feel worse now than I did. I've got window open, there is a fan on in my room. I don't know if that fan does pop out, if that fan does, is hearable, but yeah. If you hear it again, like I say, I'm just trying to. Right, so that's going there. Right. Yeah, there's that pallet. That's how quickly it was just made, that pallet. That's ridiculous how easy and quick that's just been made. Like, we left and it was needing 120 odd litres. We come back 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes later, and boom, there it was. And that's the reason why we've got so much sugar. It would have been better if I didn't put any of it into cut sugar beet. I think that's what it is. We're using like normal sugar. No, we're not. We're using sugar beet and we're turning it into sugar beet and cut sugar beet. And obviously that means we've technically got 2 productions going, in a theory, like 1 production but 2 slots. And that's why we're making it as quick as we are. If we were just doing normal sugar beet and not using the cut stuff, it would be a little bit slower. But we have to get through the process. There's a lot to go through. Right. We will just deliver this 1 sugar beet though to the cheaper production, the cheaper sell point. It's only like a tenner cheaper. This is going to top us over £100,000 already. I do just want to point that out, guys. Over £100,000. There we go. I knew it was going to be over £100,000 because each one of those sugar beet pallets was 2,000 each. And as you can see, that is a lot. I've just realised I've gone the wrong way. That is a lot. You know what I mean? We had 5 pallets, so that's what? 5 times 2 is 20. That's not 10,000. I can't even do math now. My brain's fried. But all I'm going to do now, right this minute, guys, is I'm just going to pick up some wool. How are we doing for wool in the production? You know what, we could sell the wool right now. That would make a bit of sense. We could sell the wool. That gives us enough money to, we could expand the farm. We could expand the farm and get more root crops, and then just get more harvesters. Like I said, this series has been a complete success. We have absolutely smashed this series, and like I've said in the previous video and two, you know, we're only playing this series, guys, because I don't want to start a new series and then be interrupted. So I know some of you guys are like, you know, yeah, but you know, you're doing the same thing all the time. Guys, it's farming. You're always doing the same thing. But at the moment, I just don't want to start a brand new series and then be like, oh well, I can't record today, you know, this has happened, this is that, you know what I mean, in the house and stuff. And yeah, at least at the moment, especially if I'm unwell as well, because if I miss a day and I'm feeling dreadful, and you guys are like, well, this challenge is kind of completed anyway, it's not the end of the world if I accidentally miss a day. Like I say, I'm trying my best to not miss a day, but obviously, you know, feeling like the devil's coming for me. Definitely. But yeah, just it's more just to give you an idea, really, that this is what we've kind of got going on, really. Right, so we've got this amount of wool in our spinnery. Yeah, so that will do. I think there's enough wool in the spinnery to survive the month, so we might not put any wool in till next month. Yeah, let me know actually. I think it's maybe time we looked at maybe getting. Let me just have a little look. I think I've gone well over the recording time. If we buy 91, it's a grass field. We could put it into a root crop field. We could have 1 carrot, 1 beetroot, 1 parsnip, as well as a sugar beet field. Let's see what we're going to end today's video on. I reckon we're going to get 3, 6, £8,000 plus the environmental score. But do you know what? We're going to get £9,000 including the environmental score. I do realise this tractor does need a little bit of fuel. I did have a look in the shop as well, guys. I do check the store quite often. I don't always show it on recordings. At the end of the day, guys, it's just a case of I've gone to the wrong bloody sell point. Oh my god, why have I done that? I need to go to the sell anything point. Right, that's going to add an extra minute onto this video, isn't it? You know what? I'm off for ice cream after I've finished recording this. It's gonna be 8:30, and I'm gonna be having ice cream. I am absolutely filling. And like I say, sorry if I'm kind of going on a little bit. I'm just feeling dreadful. My wife's sick of listening to me going on about it. I am the worst possible person when I'm poorly. I really am. It drives the wife nuts. Yeah, in the next episode, guys, we will be... Do you know what? We might even plough up that field where the bales are. And then we'll start slurrying and manuring some of these fields. I might use up the... no, I'll tell you what. We'll use the slurry up first, because the slurry has a limit. A 100,000 limit, and I do believe we're getting close to that limit as it is. The manure has got more than 100,000. Again, we're getting close to the limit, but maybe we can send him out. Maybe send one out to do a contract. Again, we need a manure trailer. Actually, we do keep renting one. Maybe time to buy one. This should be about £9,000, guys. There we go. Wow, it's £10,500. That's more than I was expecting. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. But there we go, guys. We have ended today's episode on £113,608. Maybe it's time to buy a bigger sugar beet harvester. You know, like the production. Yeah. Maybe we save something like that. Maybe we look at buying another production. I don't know what other kind of productions there is. Maybe we buy the tailor just because we can. If we're going to have loads of money spare, maybe we just buy another, we buy the tailor shop. I wasn't going to buy the tailor shop. Maybe we just buy it because we can. You don't make that much extra money on clothing compared to fabric. Maybe we do it. Money, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think that sugar beet is going to be making money all the way to the next sugar beet harvest as well. Because again, we've got all this sugar beet here. We do need to be buying a new trailer at some point though, guys. We do need to buy a bigger trailer. That blue one is just no longer big enough. We need something with at least a 20,000 litre capacity. But guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I do massively appreciate it. Thank you, like I say, for watching. If your name is on this board, guys, I do appreciate the support you guys give me. Cooper is on Patreon, the Dragon Lady is via Twitch, Darren and is via Patreon, Diesel's on Patreon, Wild Rage and Alan, you guys are YouTube members. I do appreciate the support that you give. But as I say, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode.